What the f is this? And that? And is this who I think it is? These are a bunch of random fast food toys from our childhood, and we are going to see where all these toys came from and see if they spark any nostalgic memories for us. So these toys are still coming from my 100-pound lot that I bought a while back, which is another video I have on here filled with nostalgia, so make sure you go check it out. I also have tons and tons of childhood relics up for sale in my Mercari if you're interested in reliving a little childhood firsthand. I will suggest bulk ordering though to make it worth your while. I just wouldn't want you to buy a toy for a few bucks and then be charged double that for shipping or whatever. I'm looking into selling on some other sites too, but for now, it's just Mercari. But today I've got my Grimace shirt on, and we are just gonna look at some really just weird random toys that I just need to know where they came from. And I also have a few of this type of video available for members only, so consider becoming a member if you want more bonus content, or just consider subscribing so you never miss another nostalgic video like this. Now, ever since I opened up that 100-pound lot, I just became fascinated by this guy. I actually had him lined up to be featured in that video, but ended up cutting it. He's just so old looking and a bit beat up that I just had to know where and when this came from. And this one is from 1989, and probably like most of these is a McDonald's Happy Meal toy, which was released to promote Super Mario Bros. 3. There are surprisingly few Mario themed Happy Meal toys, though this one is actually the first. And actually these toys were released weekly at McDonald's, so if you wanted the whole set, you'd have to keep coming back, which I kind of wish they did today, other than releasing 100 and only ending up with 3 random ones. And then this serpentine-like figure is a McDonald's toy from 2009 for Bakugan. Now, I was never a Bakugan guy, but I did enjoy those little balls. No, wait, I take that back. Just for whatever reason, I like the transformations of them. But I'm gonna be honest, I would feel kinda ripped off if I got this figure and not one of the Transformers. Now, obviously this next one is a Green Lantern figure, but I grabbed it here because I just can't believe how big some of these toys used to be. Like, this is a legit figure right here, even with a little grabbing motion. Now, when I was pulling toys for this video, this is one of the first ones I grabbed because I just have no idea what this could be for. And it actually turns out that this is from Carl's Jr., which I've actually never been to. And after some research, right here we have a toy from 2008 for the film Space Chimps. Yeah, I never saw that one. And frankly, I think society has forgotten about it, probably for good reason. But this is a wind-up toy, but as we saw in the initial 100 pounds video, these wind-up toys just don't work like they used to. Then here's a dumb one, a squirrel noisemaker from Squirrel Boy on Cartoon Network. Then here we have a couple figures from Batman, but I was just curious on the broader sets for these, since obviously this one is Lego, and then this one just looks really different from the rest. But this Lego Mr. Freeze came out as a promotion for Lego Batman the video game in 2008, and honestly this set looks pretty sick, with several Lego character figures like the one we have here, as well as a couple vehicles. Though this one in particular has lost its blaster it was supposed to come with, and then the other figure came out with Batman the Brave and the Bold line in 2011, and while this figure is kind of small and doesn't really do anything, in this set there was actually 3 toys or figures per package. So for this one you would have gotten the Batman robot figure along with Aquaman and Black Manta too. Now for these next ones, I want you to think very carefully about what these could be from. 2 just very generic looking cats. Well, back in 2001, there was a movie called Cats vs. Dogs, which was a spy movie pitting the 2 species against each other. And these are actually from the sequel that came out 9 years later. So this one is Kitty Galore, which you can make the eyes glow with shining some light on the top. And then here is Mr. Tinkles, which has this dial on the back, which probably a while ago sounded more like a purr than what it does now. Now these next toys were in a bag together on their own, so I'm assuming we have a set here, which looks like the Tom and Jerry band set from McDonald's in 1989. You also have to be really careful cleaning some of these toys that have stickers on them, so I usually do a really light scrub and then immediately wipe it off, rather than dunking it like I've done with everything else. Though I don't think we actually have everything here, so let's see. We are definitely missing Tom. Looks like he was supposed to be the one playing the piano, and then Spike was supposed to be the one playing the bass. But I love me a set that is supposed to go all together, though now it looks like I'm going to have to hunt down the rest of this set. This one also caught my eye, a little bread vehicle. Why do I feel like this was from like Toast Man or something like that? Also, don't think I've ever scrubbed down bread before. Though you know what this actually was from? Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. A book I read when I was a kid that I never saw the movie for. But I also just kind of find it funny that there was a toy line for this. And then this toy in particular was supposed to have a little cheese sail attached. And then this is a Sonic toy from the restaurant, not the Speed Demon. And to be honest, I'm not sure the origin of this toy, meaning I'm not familiar with the owned property, which is Moshi Monsters, which I guess is an online game and then had a movie in 2013, though the line this is from came out in 2015. And here we have Lovely, and pretty much their eyes are holographic, making it look like she is blinking when you move her. And then these are the type of toys that I get really curious where they came from, because they just look really generic. Like we got this evil looking guy right here, and he is actually from a McDonald's G.I. Joe line in 2004. And I'm gonna be honest, I kind of started freaking out when I found out what line this is from, because I used to have one of the gadgets that used to come with these, and I used to play with it all the time pretending I was a spy. So this guy also used to have a gadget that came with him. I think mine was a compass back in the day, and it would attach onto his back. Seriously wild what memories these toys can bring up. Then there is this one, definitely giving off some Davy Jones vibes, but it actually turns out that he is from a Skylanders McDonald's line. Now, I've never played Skylanders, so someone tell me, is this guy cool? And then another generic looking figure, though obviously this is the creature from the Black Lagoon. It just has me curious on the origin of this figure specifically, and it is still a fast food toy, though this time coming from Burger King. And I'm not really sure why, I was just kind of surprised that this came in a kid's meal. But this was a part of a whole Universal monster set that also had Dracula, a werewolf, and Frankenstein's monster, which I might have to go on the hunt for those too, because I'm a big Halloween guy. And then lastly, here's another standout toy. This is one of those old tops that has like an alien in a spacesuit who spins around as the top spins. And this is actually from the DreamWorks Megamind set at McDonald's. And apologies y'all, but I haven't seen that movie either. Though that being said, I do still get some enjoyment from this random toy, which does just go to show you at the end of the day, if the toy is interesting enough, it doesn't really matter what property it's from. Let me know in the comments if you ever had any of these, and as always, thanks for watching.